Hey gay men, welcome back. I'm Alexander Sterling. In today's video, I have 6 truths you're not ready to hear about poor self-image. Truth number 1, you were never meant to earn your worth. From early on, many gay men absorb the idea that love is conditional. Praise comes when you're funny, talented, attractive, useful, or impressive, and disappears when you're not. Over time, this trains you to see yourself as a project that always needs improvement before it's allowed to rest. You start believing that if you just fix one more thing, your body, your confidence, your success, then you'll finally feel okay. But worth doesn't work like that. If it did, it would mean your value could be taken away the moment you age, fail, get sick, or stop performing. That's not worth, that's a scoreboard. You were never supposed to live as a resume. You are allowed to take up space on your worst days, not just your best ones. Learning this doesn't instantly erase insecurity, but it does shift the question from, how do I become worthy, to, why did I learn that I wasn't? And that question is far more honest and far more freeing. Truth number 2, the system judging you is rigged. A lot of gay culture is organized around scarcity, limited visibility, limited desirability, limited permission to feel chosen. Certain bodies, races, ages, personalities, and expressions of masculinity are elevated, while others are treated as background noise or preferences. When you don't fit the narrow center, it's easy to assume the problem is you. But these hierarchies didn't come from nature. They came from power, media, colonial beauty standards, and trauma passed down through generations. When a system consistently makes you feel inferior, internalizing that message is not a personal flaw. It's what humans do to survive exclusion. The danger is when you start enforcing those standards on yourself, even in private. You replay them in your head, police your own body, and measure your life against an image that was never meant to include you. Seeing the rigged nature of the system doesn't instantly heal the pain, but it does return the blame to where it belongs. Truth number 3, craving validation makes sense. For many gay men, validation wasn't just about ego. It was about safety. Being liked could mean not being bullied. Being desired could mean not being abandoned. Being chosen could mean finally belonging somewhere. When those early needs go unmet, the adult nervous system learns to scan constantly for approval as reassurance that things are okay. This is why attention can feel intoxicating and rejection can feel devastating, even when it seems minor on the surface. It's not about the message on Grindr or the date. It's about what those moments awaken emotionally. Validation becomes a stand-in for stability. The goal isn't to stop wanting validation. The goal is to stop outsourcing your entire sense of self to it. When validation becomes the only proof that you matter, you end up living at the mercy of other people's moods, preferences, and wounds. You deserve a sense of worth that doesn't disappear the moment someone looks away. Truth number 4, that cruel inner voice isn't you. The voice that tears you down often sounds confident, logical, even realistic, but it didn't originate as wisdom. It originated as protection. It formed when criticism, rejection, or invisibility felt threatening, and it learned that staying harsh might keep you from getting hurt again. Over time, this voice becomes internalized and starts running automatically. It comments on your body, your choices, your social worth, your future. And because it's been there for so long, you mistake it for your true self. In reality, it's just a pattern, one that was learned and can be unlearned. You don't have to argue with this voice or silence it completely to weaken its grip. You only have to stop treating it as an authority. The moment you recognize it as a survival strategy rather than the truth, it loses some of its power to define you. Truth number 5, you are not late to your own life. Many gay men spend their formative years managing fear, secrecy, or hypervigilance instead of experimenting, dating freely, or developing confidence. So when you finally have space to grow, it can feel like everyone else is miles ahead, and you somehow fell behind. But you didn't start late. You started when it was safe enough to start. There is no prize for suffering earlier or faster. Life isn't a race where the winners are the ones who hit milestones first. It's a process of becoming more yourself over time. Comparing your timeline to someone who had more freedom, support, or safety will always distort your self-image. Your pace makes sense in the context of your life, and growth that happens later is often more conscious, more grounded, and more aligned with who you actually are, not who you had to pretend to be. Truth number 6. Self-acceptance starts with ending the abuse. You don't need radical self-love to heal. You don't need to wake up one day and adore your body or your personality. What you do need is to stop treating yourself like an enemy. Constant self-criticism keeps your nervous system in a state of threat, which makes confidence and connection almost impossible. When you replace cruelty with neutrality, or even basic fairness, something shifts. You make better choices, not out of shame, but out of care. You become more resilient, not less. Growth stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like alignment. You are not unmotivated because you're too kind to yourself. If anything, you've been trying to change under constant attack. Safety is what allows people to expand. And offering yourself that safety is not giving up. It's finally giving yourself a chance. At the end of the day, poor self-image isn't a personal failure. It's a learned response to living in systems that taught you to earn your right to exist. Healing begins when you stop asking what's wrong with you and start recognizing that you were never broken in the first place. Thanks for watching. If you're a gay man and these conversations speak to you, go ahead and hit subscribe. I post new videos every week about the things we go through. Love, identity, healing, and everything in between. I'd love to have you be part of this community. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.